loves, so today I'm back at 11 p.m. at night. My hubby's sleeping, my son's sleeping, and I'm trying to get this video done. You're probably wondering, where the hell has she been? First of all, my camera broke in the middle of me doing my high-end handbag collection video. So first I was out of commission, then it was time for me to go house hunting, and recently we found out that our house won't be ready by the time we have to move out of this house. So we're going to be homeless for about a week. So we're moving out of this house on, I think, like the 28th of July, and our house isn't going to be ready until like the 5th, between the 5th or the 11th of August. So we're going to have at least a week where we're going to be homeless with nowhere to live. So during that week, we plan to drive back to Maryland, stay with our family until our house is ready to move in. And then after that, my hubby starts his new job as a Navy recruiter. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months, which is why I've just been MIA. I wanted to do my complete high-end handbag collection. I wanted to finish what I had started. So I know this is going to be a super late reveal, but last year around Mother's Day and my birthday is May 20th, and I turned 30 years old last year, and also it was my first Mother's Day, so my husband went all out when it came to gifts. I got a Sony vlogging camera, and then I got a ton of new Louis Vuitton pieces. So since that's part of my collection, I wanted to show that to you. So loves, picking up from part one, I was telling you guys how the monogram multicolor pieces were being discontinued. And I think it was around February or March of 2015. I was going insane. I was like, I need to get some of these pieces before they're discontinued. I heard everywhere they had already been discontinued. I heard that they had already been phased out and there were no more left. But something told me that I could get my hands on these pieces brand new from the store. So I began stalking Louis Vuitton's website around February, March of last year, and I was actually able to get every single piece that I was interested in. So loves, I know this is quite insane, but these are the 5 pieces I got last year. So the first one I will be showing you guys is this one in this box. I was so incredibly excited to get this piece because it's just one of those pieces I felt like I absolutely had to have. So this is the inside of the box, and in the inside of the box we have the receipt, and then we also have the item that I purchased. And so I'll be able to give you guys the dates and the prices of everything that I picked up. Even though they're phasing out the monogram multicolor pieces, I was able to pick this piece up on March 16th, 2015. I think that's the day that I, placed my order. It was $460 before tax. After tax was $492.20. This is actually the cosmetic pouch. If you're interested, I don't know how well it's going to show up on my camera, but that's the receipt. When you place your online order, it also comes with a return voucher, and then it comes with a little card that says thank you for shopping with Louis Vuitton. So yeah, that comes with all of my pieces. I'm not going to show you the same thing over and over again. So this is the first piece that I got, and it is the black multicolor monogram cosmetic pouch, and this is the smaller size. Let me show you guys. This is the larger size I have in the Damier Ebene print, so you can see the size difference. So as you can see, it's definitely smaller, and what I also noticed is this canvas is softer. It kind of feels the way canvas usually feels when it's older. It's just really soft and malleable. And then this is the inside. It is bright pink on the inside. And then it has the leather tab on the inside, and on the leather tab it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And in the pocket you can find the textile card, and you can also find the care booklet. So like I told you guys, I do plan to sell some of these pieces, but I'm pretty sure this is a piece that I'm going to keep just because it's so beautiful. And if I have just one monogram multicolor piece, I think this will be the piece that I decide to keep. So the next piece that I'm going to show you is this piece right here. This is yet another black multicolor monogram piece. So this piece I purchased March 12th, 2015. The price was $330. With tax, it was $353.10. So yeah, I got the black multicolor monogram clay. And it was yet another exciting piece because, like I said, I didn't think that I would get any of these pieces. So when I realized all these pieces became available, y'all, I got excited. So yeah, it came in this box right here. And this is the clay in the black multicolor monogram. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It has the key ring right here. It has the gold zipper, and then it also has a pocket on the side, which the other clays don't have, and then you can see the pink peeking through, and then it has the pink on the inside as well. And then it also has the fuchsia pink on the side. So looking at this, it looks a lot larger than a normal clay. It looks like it can open up a lot larger than the normal clay. And then it has this pocket on the side, which also makes it look a lot larger than the normal clay. But to be honest with you guys, it is not larger than the normal clay. It does not hold any more cards than the normal clay. Actually, it holds less cards, and that is the sucky part about it. I didn't realize that until I obviously bought it. So on the inside it has the barcode, and then it also has the textile card, and then it says that it is Louis Vuitton Paris, also made in France, and you're probably not gonna be able to see that, but it's right below my finger right here. It's right below there. So after I got this piece, I realized it wasn't going to serve its intended purpose because it didn't hold enough of my cards. And I do have a lot of cards between debit cards and credit cards and ID cards for the military, my driver's license, my insurance cards. All those cards just didn't fit nicely into this piece without it pulling. And then also I don't prefer to use this little pocket on the outside because I don't want it to be pulling or stretched out. Yeah, so I noticed it wasn't going to serve its purpose as far as cards. Also, my key fob didn't fit well in this either. So I wasn't too sure about this piece. I wasn't too sure about how much use I was going to get out of this piece, even though it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's one of those pieces that you feel like you just want in your collection because it's so gorgeous, and also because it's being discontinued. It's just one of those pieces you feel like you need to keep. This might be one of the pieces that I do sell if I do decide to sell any of my pieces. So the next piece I'm going to show you guys is the last black multicolor monogram piece that I purchased around the same time. And the piece comes in this box right here. And the receipt is in this little folder right here. So this is a key pouch, the 4-ring key pouch, and it was $305 before tax. After tax, it was $326.35. And this was purchased March 28th, 2015. And this is the receipt right here. And so this is the container it came in, or the box it came in, and it can pull completely out. And then this is the dust bag it came in. I feel like the box that it came in is kind of small. Like, it can barely fit the dust bag in the piece, but whatever. Or maybe the dust bag is just a little big because the piece isn't, you know, that big at all. So this is the 4-ring key holder in black multicolor monogram. And you can see it has the gold button right here. I think it's just so adorable, loves. And this is the back. It looks like one continuous piece. And then this is the inside. And the inside of this is gorgeous. It's my favorite color. It's purple. I mean, how gorgeous is this? I was kind of excited to get a piece that was purple instead of the fuchsia pink. It has these slots for the 4 keys. And what I plan to use this for was my key fob. My key fob fits perfectly into this and closes up just like this. And then it has in gray writing right here, it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France as well. And the thing about the gray writing right here is it blends in so well that it's very hard to read. So this is what the inside of this piece looks like. It's gorgeous, loves. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it is perfect for keys. You can put your keys in here. Like I said, it has 4 rings, but I did buy this for my key fob. So loves, after I got those 3 pieces, I was so elated. I was so excited. I couldn't believe my hubby had gotten me those 3 pieces. but I realized they weren't going to be as functional as I wanted them to be because number one, the canvas felt a lot softer than their normal canvases, like their normal monogram canvases or their normal Damier Ebene or Damier Azur canvases. I don't know, the canvas just felt a lot softer and a lot more fragile than the normal canvases. I also realized the clay wasn't going to hold as many cards as I had wanted it to hold. So I went on their site and I continued online shopping, y'all. I'm going to show you the next 3 pieces I picked up because I felt like these 3 pieces I would get so much more use out of. I mean, they're not as pretty as the first 3 that I showed you, but to me, I felt like they would be so much more useful. The next piece I will be showing you guys came in this box right here. So the next piece that I will be revealing is the clay and the Damier Ebene print. It was $200 before tax. After tax, it was $214. This was purchased March 20th, 2015. It came with this dust bag, and this is it right here. This, loves, I've never used. Not one time. At least I don't think that I have. Yeah, I don't think that I've ever used this, not one time. As you can see right here, I do have the clay in the monogram print, which has gotten a ton of use. But the actual new one that I got, which is the Damier Ebene print, hasn't gotten any use. I do plan to keep it because I know in the future it will get a ton of use. And what I plan on doing is using one of the clays for cards, and the other clay I plan to use for keys. So I'm gonna have one for keys, one for cards, and yeah, that's absolutely perfect for me. But yeah, this is the clay in Damier Ebene, and it says Louis Vuitton on this checkered print on this side, and then it says Louis Vuitton right here on the checkered print on that side. It says Louis Vuitton Paris, and then it also has the gold zipper, and then on the inside you can find the D-ring for your keys. And then on the inside it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, right below my finger right here. It's like right there. You probably can't see it, but it's written in red, and in the interior of it, it is brown. So the reason why I'm for sure keeping this piece is because the canvas is a lot more sturdy. Also, the color, I don't have to worry about it getting damaged or showing dirt or looking used, and the interior is brown, so I don't have to worry about that getting dirty either. So the very last piece that I'll be revealing to you guys is a piece that came in this box, and this is the receipt that it came with. So this piece right here is the Damier Azur key pouch, 4-ring key pouch, and the price of this was $205 before tax. After tax was $219.35. This is the receipt right here. Oh yeah, and the date I got this was March 23rd, 2015. This is the 4-ring key pouch, just like the one I showed you in the monogram multicolor. It looks like this. It has the button on the front. It's one continuous piece, as you can see, one continuous piece of canvas. On the inside, it has the 4 rings for your keys. And then, where is it written? Right here, it's written where it's made, and this was, and it's hard to read once again, it's Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, and it's written in red right here below the button. And I plan to use this for the same thing that I plan to use the multicolor monogram piece for. I plan to use this for my key fob. So as you can see, you can use it for, you know, your 4 keys or your key fob. But it also has like a pocket down here, which I don't think I showed you on my last one that I showed you. And in that pocket is the textile card. And I know people say they can put things in this pocket. I can't remember what they say that you can carry in this pocket. I'm not sure if it's cards or what exactly you can carry in this pocket. But I don't really plan to use that pocket for anything because, like I said, I'm only going to need this for my key fob. So you're probably thinking, okay girl, you have all these pieces that you don't use on a daily basis. What do you use for your cards and for your keys? So I'm going to show you guys what I use on an everyday basis for my cards and for my keys, because I don't feel comfortable using my high-end pieces on an everyday basis just yet, just because my son's still so young and I don't want to have my pieces up against juice and crackers and sandwiches and yogurts and all that baby stuff. I don't want them, you know, up against that type of stuff. So once he's a little older, more independent, and I don't have to carry around all that stuff, I do plan to get everyday use out of these pieces. So if you don't want to use your high-end clays on a daily basis, you can get one online on eBay for a lot less money. I can't remember how much I paid, but probably no more than $10 to $15, maybe $5. I can't remember, but these are what I use on an everyday basis. So I'm going to show you guys the purple one first. I put my keys on it, and it has my house key and my mailbox key. And then it also has zippered pouch right here. You can actually fit cards in this zippered pouch. So what I'll usually do is I'll put my license in this pocket right here for easy access, or I'll put the one card that I'm using at the moment in this pouch right here for easy access. And then in this part, I put my key fob. It fits perfectly. Obviously, you can also use this part for cards. It fits as many cards as you want, as many cards as you like. It can pretty much fit in this huge pocket right here. But this purple one I actually use for my key fob and my keys, and that is absolutely it. And then this one right here, which is my black one, is the same exact thing. And I think these are made of real leather. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, for the price, it's probably not, but it feels like real leather. It comes with the same pocket down here where you can place 1 or 2 cards down here, the ones that you're currently using. And then you can stash the rest of your cards in this part right here. Right now I have money in here, no cards at all. But usually I'll use one for my keys and one for my cards or my cash. So yeah, that is what I use on a daily basis, are these 2 clays, but they're just not high-end clays. They're not clays that I have to worry about. So I will put links down below if you're interested in using or buying one of these clays. I think that they are just 2 really useful pieces that I wanted to let you guys know about, just in case you're interested. So yeah, these are my everyday clays for now, until my son gets a little older. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Bye, loves.